Hi, welcome to EFT Universe and to EFT in general. My name is Dawson Church, and the purpose of this very brief video is to give you your very first experience of actually using EFT. It's really simple to use, and it employs methods based in conventional psychology and also in Oriental medicine. It employs parts of cognitive therapy and parts of exposure therapy, two therapies that have been found to be effective for various kinds of conditions like anxiety, depression, and PTSD. But it also has you add in to these established therapies the light stimulation of acupressure points, acupoints on your body. Here's how it works. Go ahead and grab a piece of paper and a pen before we begin and try it yourself on one of your issues. If you already know how to use EFT, skip ahead to the many free videos on this website. You'll find lots of places there you can tap along for all kinds of problems and annoyances you might have. But if this is your very first time, go ahead and try just following along with me. So grab your pen and paper and write down the name of an event that happened within the last 2 weeks that annoyed you. This could be a problem finding a parking spot. It might be a dispute at work. It might be a disagreement with your spouse, your child, or your parent. Whatever it is, just write down in 2 or 3 words the name of an event that bothered you emotionally in the last few weeks. Now, write down how much it bothered you and use a scale from 0 to 10, with 0 being didn't bother me at all, to 10 being bothered me to the max. So 0, no emotion, 10, the most possible emotion. Now, ask yourself the question, how do I know it's, say, 6, a 3, an 8, whatever number? Ask yourself how you know that in your body. Where do you feel that emotion in your body as you tune into the experience? Do you feel it in your heart, in your chest, in your head? Where do you feel the emotion? And write down on your piece of paper where in your body you feel it. Okay, so you now have your event, which you've written down the name of. You have your score for how intense the emotion is for you, and you have your physical location in your body where you feel that score, that emotional intensity. Now let's try EFT on that. Say along with me, even though I have this problem, and name the problem, I deeply and completely accept myself. Say that 3 times while tapping over here on the heel of your hand. We call this the karate chop point for obvious reasons in EFT. So tap here on either hand and say, even though I have this problem, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this problem, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this problem, and name your problem, I deeply and completely accept myself. Good. Now take the first 2 fingers of your hand and tap lightly where your eyebrow meets the bridge of your nose, and say again what your problem is. State your problem, the problem. Tune into the problem. Tap lightly on the side of your eye a few times. And again, think about the problem and name the problem. Under your eye, on the bone, and name the problem. The problem. Under your nose, the problem. The problem. Under your mouth, focus on that problem. The problem. Tap on the end of your collarbone. The problem. The problem. Focus. Under your arm, tap and say out loud the name of the problem. And then take a breath. Now at this point, we've been doing EFT in this way for less than 2 minutes. So tune back into the same location in your body and think about the issue and give me a new number. What number are you now? If you were a 6, are you now a 7 or an 8? Or you're a 1 or a 2 or a 3? Write down your new number. You've now done your very first round of EFT, and the chances are that you've seen your number decrease, maybe from a 7 or an 8, maybe to a 1 or a 2. Let's try it again a second time on the remaining part of the problem you can still recall. So tap here and say, even though, and then name the problem, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I deeply and completely accept myself. The problem, think about the problem, imagine it vividly, tune into it. The problem, name the problem, say it out loud, tap along each point with me. Don't forget to keep breathing, collarbone point, under the arm. And then back into your body. Look at your body location that you wrote down earlier, write down your new number, and see whether it went up or went down. And the chances are it's now down to a really low number. And that is basically how we do EFT. Over and over and over again, we look at all the different aspects of the problem, all the different parts of the annoyance. We bring down your level of triggering, your level of stress that has to do with that issue. We'll work on this with many dozens of issues sometimes. If you go to the free videos part of the website, you'll see videos of me and many other people who are offering EFT to clients and working on their issues with them. Now, your next step with EFT is to make sure you're signed up for our weekly newsletter and your free copy of the EFT mini manual. Just click on the left-hand side of your screen and enter your email address there, and you will then get that free manual along with weekly inspiration and tips on EFT. Also, go and see one of our certified practitioners. I can tell you these are the most wonderful people and excellent practitioners to help you through your emotional issues. Also take an EFT workshop or class. You'll find these all over the world. Almost every weekend there's an EFT workshop happening. You'll find those under the training tab of the website. Also, you'll find a rich selection of books and other training materials available here on the site, as well as more than 10,000 pages in over a dozen languages showing how various people like you have used EFT for an enormous number of problems. The reason EFT works so well for all these different problems is that it simply reduces your stress. So whether you're anxious about an upcoming surgery, whether you're worried about a test you have to take, whether you have anxiety over a sports performance or business performance issue, EFT helps deal with the stress. And by dealing with the stress, you get down to the real issue, not the stress layer that often sits on top of the real issue, making it worse. So love yourself. Love yourself and care for yourself enough to deal with the stress in your life. Don't keep suffering. Use EFT on all of the emotional blocks and barriers you can unearth, and watch your life change. Thank you.